Hey, vibrant souls. I hope you're doing well, enjoying life, appreciating life, and just loving yourself. Well, today's topic may be a little confusing, but hang in there. Hopefully it'll make sense to you. So let's dive into this. So let's say right now something is happening that is just terrible. The mind says this is the worst thing ever. Look at all this chaos. Look at this disaster. And the mind's really judging this moment, like how terrible this is. And from the mental perspective, that is true. But we're forgetting that we are spirit, that we are soul. We're forgetting this divine essence. So when we're at this place of divine essence, you could say God, source, universe, there are no mistakes. Everything is happening for a reason. So nothing is happening to you. Everything's happening for your benefit. And a benefit you probably cannot see. When I lost the ability to walk, I couldn't see the benefit of that. But I can look back and say, that was the perfect experience for me because it forced me inward. It forced me to remember who I really was. That I was spirit. And when I knew myself as spirit and letting go of this mind and all this judgment from the mind, the body came back into harmony. I was never focused on healing myself. I was just focused on peace, which is alignment with spirit soul. So human experience, it seems terrible, seems awful, seems like the worst thing ever. No, it's a temporary experience. And it's here for a reason. There are no mistakes. It's here for a reason. It's to help you remember who you are and to help you to expand, to grow, to learn from this experience. That we will always exist, whether the body is here or not. And this isn't our first body. This isn't our last body. We are the one consciousness coming in and out of all these different forms. And we're connected to all that is. So when we go through these terrible human experiences, if you will, they're helping our soul grow. They're helping the collective. Like I walked away from MS, bipolar, arthritis. Someone else can tap into my energy stream, if you will, and understand exactly how I did that, which was basically letting go of the mind and knowing myself as spirit. And deeply knowing, not an intellectual knowing, but really feeling into this, that we are spirit, that we are soul, that we are this divine essence. And if this makes no sense to you, go watch some of my meditation videos, or attend my healing circles, my classes. That's one of the things I do, is get you aligned to who you really are. And most people describe a sense of peace they have never sensed before, or love, or bliss. Somebody felt like they were high, just blissed out, really relaxed, and like, wow, this is great. And we can be there all the time if we know our true essence and not get hung up on the temporary situation. Because this may be happening for 5 minutes, 5 years, 30 years, 50 years, whatever it may be. For me, it was about 40 years being sick. But that's a blip. If the universe is 13 billion years old, our essence is 13 billion years old. So 50 years, 40 years to over 13 billion is really tiny, insignificant, you could say. But you're saying, how can this be insignificant? This is the worst thing ever. We need to step back and look from the universal eyes. This is here to help you grow, to expand, to help the collective. So the best thing you can do for yourself is to relax, take a breath, really get yourself into this moment. Because we're either in the mind, the distractions, are we fully here? Realize you're sitting right now, listening. What are you touching? What do you see? What's going on? The mind likes to overcomplicate things, but it's really simple. We move step by step by step. Not by following the mind. The mind doesn't know. The mind is constantly guessing. It's about learning who you are and going within and seeing with the impulses what is the next step. And I always say it's best to have this practice of knowing who you are and being mindful, as opposed to being in the midst of chaos and all this stuff happening around you. It's really hard to find that inner essence when there's something going on, whether it's pain, some kind of crisis, a loss of a spouse, a loved one. It's very challenging, if you will, at that time to remember who we really are, that we're not all this chaos. We're not all this violence and crime. That's just people acting from their mind and forgetting their true essence. When you know who you are, there's no impulse to hurt another. We want to uplift and support one another, not put them down, not to judge, not to see competition. It's all one energy, and we're all here to raise the vibration, I guess you could say, or bring everything into balance, into harmony. All right, I think that's all I need to say for today. Love to hear your comments, your questions, subscribes, and I will see you inside the Vibrant Soul Society. Take good care of yourself.